My name's Monica, and me and my husband had moved into our house about 3 to 4 months ago, and we've been experiencing some very unusual experiences,
Unusual as in,
uh, paranormal activities.
okay. So as in, what can you give some like insight to what's been going on?
Um, my husband had, when we moved into our house about 3 to 4 months ago, like I said, he got a job a couple weeks later. It was night shift that he works, and mind you, I've never really stayed at home by myself either, so it's kind of a new experience for a while and a little petrified, but nothing abnormal happened for probably the first 2 weeks of him starting his job. Well, one night he went ahead and left for work. It was probably about, I would say, 11, 12 o'clock range at time period night. And I'm sitting on the couch and I started having this weird feeling like I was being watched, but it wasn't the same room as me. It was like something was in the house, and I couldn't really pinpoint it as to what was making me feel that way. As I was watching TV, I paused it for a moment. I'm kind of just sitting there, and I realized I looked in our where our refrigerator is at. I'm sitting living on the couch. I can see the refrigerator right here, and then in our bedroom, I had the bathroom light on because I wasn't in there long ago, and I had that tendency of leaving lights on. Well, I noticed that it was reflecting off our fridge. I'm holding really still, like I'm not moving my head at all, and it looked like a figure was getting bigger, like it stood up from inside our bathroom and was walking towards the door and then just stopped. And I
Was
remember,
the bathroom connected to the bedroom? Is they're
yes,
saying,
the
and it came
bathrooms,
through.
yes, it's a master bedroom, and the bathroom's on the other side of the room, but where it's at, any type of movement in there is able to reflect off our refrigerator. And I remember I just felt froze and really just scared. And so I stood up and I thought maybe someone was in my house. And I walked into the bedroom. The bedroom light was off, but the bathroom light was on. And I remember I just turned on the light and looked inside the bathroom and under the bed, of course, and in our closet, and there was nobody in there. About a few nights, I would say afterwards, I was in a different room, and once again, my husband was at work at this time period, and I was kind of busy just doing some cleaning. That's when I do my cleaning, is when he's at work to keep myself busy. And where I'm at in this other room, there's a door, like to the bedroom, like a different room. So there's like, we have a two-bedroom trailer. And in this room, we have a reptile that's in a tank, but in this room, it sounded like footsteps was coming from inside that room, and it was just really, really loud, and it was just like boom, boom, and slow, like slow walking, and it stopped right at the doorway, which obviously I could see the doorway, but I wasn't seeing anybody. Once again, having that freezing feeling, I walked into that room, turned on the light, thinking maybe it was just the reptile, like making some scratching sounds in his tank, But no, he was completely asleep. And so it was pretty scary. I remember I called my husband, and I was like, there's something going on. It was during his break, he called me. And he was like, babe, you can calm down. Just relax. It's probably nothing going on. Which, of course, I really couldn't relax. And I felt like kind of upset that he didn't believe me. And I thought maybe I was just overthinking it and just being petrified. But it got to the point where I couldn't sleep in that room by myself. So I would sleep in the living room with the light on. And I made sure that all our doors were locked because we have a back door, thinking maybe, okay, did somebody come in? Front door, nothing. There was absolutely no one there. Finally, my husband had a week time period off, and this is when he actually had his first experience. We were sitting in the living room, kind of, relaxing. It's probably about a couple weeks later, my nerves started calming down. I wasn't really feeling as anxious anymore. I thought, okay, maybe he's right. Maybe I was just freaking out over something small, being by myself at once. Well, we're sitting there on the couch, and where we're sitting at, our kitchen is right here. And we have a table that's kind of like near a window or whatever, but it has like a little toaster oven on it, not something that easily moves by itself. It doesn't have rollers on it. And all of a sudden, it just scoots over towards us, like probably I would say a good inch, inch and a half. I mean, obviously there's no one else there but us or any other animals. All we have is a reptile in a tank.
So did you see the occurrence, or did you just happen to hear it and then look over, or?
We heard the scooting of the table, so we didn't see it move. But my husband stood up, walked over the table, and noticed that it had moved a little bit because we had a certain area where it wasn't on the carpet, and it was like, I believe what he explained to me was on the carpet, and
How
yeah.
far?
Inch and a half, like I said, moved away from where it was at.
It moved to the carpet or away
Yeah,
from?
towards the carpet and into the living room where we were sitting on the couch, because our couch was like legit just vertical of it.
And there wasn't any reason for that happening? No animals other than
No animal.
the reptile you have?
Yeah.
And of course he's in a cage, so he could have done it.
Another experience that me and my husband had together was we were putting the crib together, and we stopped a few nights ago, and it was probably about, like, we started at 11 o'clock, we finished a little bit after 12, so we're kind of chilling out, you know, we're expecting our first baby, and just relaxing with each other, just enjoying each other's company, and where we're at is in our bedroom. Like I said, our bedroom and our kitchen, you know, it's a small trailer, it kind of connects right there, but there's a wall blocking. And we kind of heard something drop in the kitchen. And he goes, what was that? And he stands up, goes in the kitchen, and he found like a fountain drink type thing. I mean, of course it was empty, but it was on top of our counter. And I guess it just came off. Mind you, there's also no AC going on in there because our AC unit is in the bedroom. So there's a wall blocking. It's not facing towards the kitchen where air's gonna just knock it over. And so he started having a little anxiety of, okay, what's going on?
So was there windows open where
No, we didn't have any.
no
windows
airflow
open.
in there whatsoever?
No.
Was there condensation under the cup?
No, it was an empty cup. No.
So did you see it fall, or
We heard it fall.
you heard it fall?
Yeah.
So you didn't know if it was like strike, fell off
Yes.
the air, or?
Yeah. That's one thing we weren't sure about. But after the first incident, I would also say that our moods started really changing with each other too. And
How do you mean?
see, after my first incident of like the paranormal activities, our arguments got just a lot worse than what they were. Not like, I mean, we would argue like every normal couple does, but it felt like it was getting more harsher, and we were just getting more every time we were in the house, just getting more irritated with each other, like something would just set us off. But it felt like once we were out of the house, it felt like we were able to breathe, not having such high anxiety, and just feeling so at it.
So you feel this is evil that's in your home,
Yes.
and do you or your husband practice any kind of Wicca,
No, we
Satanist worship,
really do not.
seances? You never had a seance or played on the Ouija board?
No, absolutely not. We definitely are more, even though we don't go to church, we definitely are more on the religious side.
And so there's been no more occurrences in the home as of this last occurrence with the cup?
Yes, at least by what I've seen.